Good morning. My name is Kevin Wagner, and I am the Code Enforcement Special Magistrate for today's hearing. I want to begin by explaining how this process is going to work. We generally hear building cases first on the agenda, and then the city will call the cases as they appear on the agenda. If you have appeared at today's hearing, your case will be heard before those where no one has appeared. But that is only true if you have signed in. So if you have not signed in, please go to the back of the room, check with an officer back there, and make sure that you have signed in. Once your case is called, I ask that you come down to the podium on my right-hand side, which is right over there. The city will put on its testimony and evidence first. You will have an opportunity to review any of this evidence, to ask any questions of any of the city's witnesses. You will also have the opportunity to testify and present me with your own evidence. Once all the testimony and evidence has been heard, I will make a ruling. Typically, I enter a written order today, but in this particular case, we're going to have the order mailed to you within the next few days. If you have any questions as we go through the process, please feel free to ask them. This is not a formal courtroom. The formal rules of evidence do not apply here. However, despite the fact this is not a formal courtroom, all the testimony is given under oath, under penalty of perjury. So if you're going to testify or think that you might testify, or there's a possibility that you might testify, I'm going to ask that you stand and raise your right hand, and I will swear you in. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be truthful and accurate under penalty of perjury on the laws of the state of Florida? Please be seated. The city can call their first case.
Agenda item number 4, case number CE21040605, case address 6108 South Dixie Highway.
Go ahead, sir.
Good morning. Tilio Bilal, Inspector for the City of West Palm Beach. Property was initially cited on April 28th of 2021 for gas work installed without permits or inspections. The notice of violation was mailed on July 29th, 2021, sent by regular mail and certified mail, and posted on site. The property has applied for permit number 210411411. However, it has not been issued. No further progress has been made to obtain the permit. City is requesting 30 days to obtain the permit. After that, $50 a day.
What is the work that's being performed on the site that requires?
It's a new restaurant. They installed 100% new gas to the restaurant, drywalled over all the work that was done, and never obtained any permits, inspections for the work that was proceeded.
And so they put in for a permit, but they're still in the process of getting it. Is that it?
Yes.
There's more information, or is this?
It's was applied for in April. They can easily obtain that permit. They just have not been responding.
And you want to give them 30 days or $50 a day?
Yes.
Is anyone here on behalf of the respondent?
Atelio, was it also posted at City Hall?
I'll say that again.
Was the notice also posted at City Hall? Posting at the site and at City Hall?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, in case CE21040605, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 105.1, 109.4, and FBC 107.1. Respondent has 30 days to come to compliance or a fine of $50 per day. Magistrate.
Agenda item number 5, case number CE21040606, case address 6108 South Dixie Highway, Unit 4.
Tilio Bilal, Inspector for the City of West Palm Beach. Property was initially cited on April 28th of 2021 for a grease interceptor installed without permits or inspections in an alleyway. The property received proper notice via certified mail and regular mail and posting on site. They applied on 5/27 of 2021, permit number 21051556, but not issued. No forward progress has been made on this permit to obtain it. This is also another restaurant.
So they put in a grease interceptor, and they didn't get a permit to do so.
It's installed in the alleyway as well, outside, on above ground.
And that can't be permitted?
They can permit
They
it.
can permit it, but
They can permit it, but they have not moved forward within the permit process.
And you said you did notice through certified mail, regular mail, and posted at the site. You also posted at City Hall, I presume?
Yes.
And what remedy are you seeking?
The city's requesting 30 days to obtain the permit and $50 a day after that.
Is anyone here on behalf of the respondent? All right, hearing no one, in case CE 210400606, I make the following findings of fact on law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 105.1, FPC 107.1, and 109.4. Respondent has 30 days to come into compliance or fine of $50 per day may issue.
Agenda item numbers 42 through 52. It's the same violations, same owner. I believe they're going to be called all together. Correct, Kevin? We're calling them all together?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, I just have to call them for the record. Agenda item number 42, case number CE 21040640, case address 1258 The Point Drive. Agenda item number 43, case number CE 21040641, case address 1268 The Point Drive. Agenda item number 44, case number CE 21040645, case address 1292 The Point Drive. Agenda item number 45, case number CE 21040646, case address 1294 The Point Drive. Agenda item number 46, case number CE 21040647, case address 1296 The Point Drive. Agenda item number 47, case number CE 21040652, case address 1298 The Point Drive. Agenda item number 48, case number CE 21040653, case address 1304 The Point Drive. Agenda item number 49, case number CE 21040656, case address 1326 The Point Drive. Agenda item number 50, case number CE 21040657, case address 1332 The Point Drive. Agenda item number 51, case number CE 21060104, case address 1071 The Point Drive. And agenda item number 52, case number CE 21060105, case address 1081 The Point Drive.
I'm guessing since you're back, you were not able to resolve this.
No, sir.
Okay, so tell me what happened.
As you well know that this is the third time that we are here, the second time before you. And again, it goes back to almost a year ago that the respondent was notified that these didn't have licenses, and almost a year later we are back before you again. And to fast forward, this is going to go on until probably about October, November, because we just haven't been, I don't know, we just have not been able to get through to Mr. Duval as to what needs to be done. You know, we shouldn't be here today. You know, we have cases going out to November, and we still have no calls for inspection for these units. And it's not as though he doesn't know. A spreadsheet was created by one of the processors outside and sent to Mr. Duval. So, I mean, we could get this done, and we're here today. So for all of these, certified mail was signed for. Some was signed for on 5/4. Some was signed for on 6/15. So again, the city is requesting 30 days to come into compliance with every last one of them, or $200 a day thereafter, sir.
How much per day are you asking?
Beg your pardon?
How much per day are you asking?
200
For each case in which they are not in compliance?
for each case, yes.
And you want to give them 30 days?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, did the city attorney have something to chime in? I saw you grab your mic.
I was just waiting for him to be done to see if I had any questions, and I'm good.
Okay. All right, so tell me what's going on.
Good morning. I just want to say that for under oath that we are under.
Sir, can you please state your name and
My name
address
is
for the
Carl
record?
Duval, Karl, last name Duval.
And how do you,
I represent the company by being a property manager.
and do they know that you're here on
Yes, they
behalf
do.
of them?
That is correct.
Okay.
And once again, I'd just like to note that all these licenses have been paid for. All these licenses that just needs inspection hasn't been inspected only due to that the nature of COVID has made Mr. Levine not physically want to come to our property, but by being reached out by phone call by my residents, which is pretty much a third party that,
Hold on one second on that. Have all the rental licenses been paid for? Is that accurate?
The licenses will have been applied for and paid for.
So
And this goes back to probably.
yeah, I don't want to relitigate that though.
No, I'm talking about the payment of the license. I'm talking about the payment for these that are on the agenda today.
Yeah.
They were paid back in
So we're
April-
all
in
we're
May.
waiting on all of these is the inspection.
In May, they were paid for. You're telling me that I couldn't get a phone call to do an inspection, and we're in August,
Yeah,
almost.
I don't want to revisit that because I do remember that conversation we had before. But I just want to understand that the only thing left here is the inspection?
As the inspections.
Okay. All
The
right,
only
so-
thing that is left for everything else is just inspections, even those up until November. That's the only thing that we are requesting.
All right, so let me ask this question to
inspections.
both of you. Is there any reason that the inspections cannot be done in the next 30 days?
I'm not the inspector, my residents are not the inspector, he's the inspector. So,
Is there any reason these can't be done in 30 days?
They could be done if I'm reached out to. Emails were sent, dispatched, as every last one of these applications were processed. Emails were dispatched to Mr. Duval. Mr. Duval didn't respond. He never
Okay.
responded.
he has me to
So I'm
respond.
gonna accept the answer to that question as yes. Mr. Duval, is there any reason why I couldn't give you 30 days to get these resolved and that could be accomplished?
My residents are trying to reach out to him where they reach out, either he doesn't pick up the phone, they leave a message, or didn't leave their phone number. I provide Mr. Levine the phone number for him to call back. He says that's not his job to do that. Once again, we're not the inspectors. This is the inspector whose job title is to come out to inspect the units. To have this where I'm not here being charged $200 per unit, which everything else has been complied for.
Okay, all right, I think I understand where we are. All right, so they need to request you need to go out and do it. 30 days seems plenty of time for me. So unless there's an objection, I'm gonna give 30 days for your residents to make their request and for you to inspect the property. We all in agreement?
Yep.
All right, so for all of these cases, it's 30 days or $200 per day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 63, case number CE 21070014, case address 422 21st Street.
Mm-hmm. 63, right? Give me a second, I'm sorry.
The floor is yours, Officer St. Hilaire.
Good morning. Oh, it's kind of high. Good morning. Cassandra St. Hilaire, Code Enforcement with the City of West Palm Beach. This property was cited on July 1st. Certified mail was sent out on July 6th. The property and City Hall were posted July 8th. I've had contact with the property owner. Property was originally cited for 1813B, 1813A, 1813E, 1813J, 1816A, 1816B, 74-4C4, and 74-4C5. At this time, the property has complied with 1816B, 74-4C4, and 74-4C5. The city's requesting an additional 90 days or $200 per day until compliance is achieved.
All right, so what we have left is paint, external doors, weatherproofing.
Foundation, the roof walls and foundation repair. Structure, repairing the whole structure, external doors and windows, paint, and cleaning sanitary.
All right. All right, definitely see the weatherproofing issues. I see the external door issue. I see the paint issue. What's the foundation issue?
Well, it's one code. It tells you that, you know, the foundation, repairing walls, the exterior of the structure, 1813B. It talks about the foundation of the structure, which is the exterior of the structure, has to be weather tight, watertight, in order.
And your observation is that it is not?
Yes, there's rotted wood on the property. The property has been boarded up for years and just sitting there. It's been overgrown. It's actually under chronic nuisance at the moment. The only reason that chronic nuisance was not able to even cut the grass and maintain it is because the owner put a fence on the property and so we weren't able to do our part of that, but the city was maintaining it prior to that being done.
Okay. All right, and you want, you're asking for 90 days or $200 per day?
Yes, because after speaking with the owner yesterday, and we have paperwork showing that they did put in a permit for a demo, which she expressed that's what they want to do with the property, and it's just a little steps here and there that she has to take in order for that to happen. So I want to give her time to get that permit done, and hopefully this gets taken care of.
Ma'am, can you tell me your name, please?
Good morning. My name is Jorledi Quiñones Montenegro. I'm the homeowner.
So the city wants to give you 90 days to bring this into compliance, and I guess you could either repair the building, or I suppose if you get the proper permits, you could demo it. That sounds like what you want to do?
Yes, the cost of repair is actually higher than the demolition. So I applied for a demolition permit 3 weeks ago, and it's in process. There is only one item left that I need, which is the letter rodent inspection, which lasts 30 days. So I need just 1 more week to get this letter and then proceed with the demolition permit. And as soon as I have the permit, I'm gonna proceed with the demolition.
All right, so 90 days should be more than enough time?
Yes, that's fair.
Okay. All right, in case CE 2107014, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of code sections 18103B, 18103A, 18103E, and 18103J. Respondent has 90 days to bring the property in compliance, or a fine of up to $200 per day may issue. Please keep code enforcement informed about your progress, okay?
Thank you.
Agenda item number 26, case number CE 21060124, case address 720 58th Street.
Are we missing Officer Watkins? Oh, there you are.
Adar Baratz, here, present for the case.
To the West Palm Beach Code Compliance Officer Robert Watkins. This property was cited on June the 9th.
Officer Watkins, can you speak a little more clearly into the mic? Thanks.
This property was cited on June 9th. Certified mail was sent June 9th. Certified mail was received. It was cited for 18-214B, securing of property. The owner secured the property, but he secured it with boards instead of just locking and closing the windows, because the windows and doors were open. So he had to go through and get a boarding certificate after the fact of securing it by boards and panels. They're just requesting additional 20 days for him because he has it secured. The inspector McCoy went out yesterday and he sent me an email that he just used the wrong bolts. He ordered the proper bolts. He has them in. They're coming in today. McCoy is going to re-inspect it tomorrow. So I just wanted to give him 20 days just in case something comes up and he needs the extra time with securing it and to receive the check off on the permit.
Sir, can you tell me your name, please?
Oh, the cash extension, huh? Can I ask my father to help me here?
Yeah, he's hard of hearing a little bit.
Let's have to have him.
Hello, my name is Eri Baratz.
And your name, sir?
Eri Baratz.
And the gentleman next to you, your son?
Adar Baratz.
Adabarat, yeah.
And what is your connection to the Barilli Investments LLC?
I'm the owner,
You're the owner, sir.
yes.
Okay. So the city wants to give you 20 more days to get the property secure?
Yeah.
Is that sufficient amount of time for you?
Yeah, as the
Mr. Wood.
inspector mentioned, it is secure, but it need to be done with the very special bolts that we ordered them. We couldn't find them, and it will come probably today. So it's enough, the 20 days.
Okay, I'm going to give you the 20 days. Did you give me a requested amount?
Yeah, after that, it was $50 per day if it exceeds the 20 days.
All right, so you have the 20 days, but if you don't get it done in the 20 days, there's a possibility of a fine. So you need to make sure you get it done in the 20 days. It's also important when you get it done to let the code enforcement officer know that you have completed it so that he can check off that you have come into compliance, okay?
Yeah.
All right. In case CE 21060-124, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 18214B. Respondent has 20 days to come into compliance or a fine of up to $50 per day may issue. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 13, case number CE 21070067, case address 821 43rd Street.
Good morning. Good morning, Natalie Clark, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance. A 21 43rd Street was cited on 7/9/21. The property was posted on 7/12/21, and certified mail was sent on 7/12/21. The property was cited for 18-103B, 18-103J, 18-106A, 34-102B, 94-302-A4, and 94-71C. The property has since complied with 18106A. I've had no contact with the property owner. The city is asking for a split order for code sections 34-102B and 94-71C. The city is asking for 10 days or $100 per day. For code sections 18-103B, 18-103J, and 94-302A4, the city is asking for 30 days or $100 per day until compliance is achieved.
Ma'am, can you tell me your name, please?
My name is Mary Beth Bell.
And you're the owner of the property, ma'am? And
Yes.
who's that behind you?
I'm her daughter,
Can you tell me your name too, ma'am?
Lisa Lewis.
So the city says you've got some issues on your property.
Yeah, sir, with all due respect, I'm not trying to make a sob story out of this. We had a death in the family. I had an emergency trip to Michigan to go get my daughter. She was being abused by her father. We just ran out of time. I have Axtel Construction. They're gonna help us with the roof because it turns out it was just a hollow column in there and water had been building up. So the entire roof needs to be redone now. We've gotten rid of one of the vehicles. I got the other vehicle cleaned out. You know, it was just a lack of time, you know, with everything going on. I just didn't have time to help my mom out and get this done. You know, I take sole responsibility for it because there's not much she can do. She's legally blind, you know.
So the city has asked me to give you 10 days for the inoperable vehicles and the outdoor storage and to give you 30 days for the rest. Do those timeframes work for you or do you need more time?
Well, one of the inoperable vehicles is gone. The black one will be gone hopefully today or tomorrow. As far as the roof, yeah, it should be 30 days. I have to get with Axtel Construction and see how far they've come with, you know, getting permits or whatever else, because I just spoke to them last week. So.
What about the paint?
The paint, I should have spare paint for the porch. It's mostly somebody scraped the wall, and my son likes to use his sidewalk chalk on my wall. But yeah, I can get that done. I found the sample that I had from last time, so that won't be a problem. I can get that done.
Magistrate, as she stated, she did speak to someone and it's a roofing issue. If that's the case, I do think she'll need additional time
me
because
too.
the permitting process. So the city is not opposed to 90 days because they'll have to go through that permitting process.
All right, man, what I'm gonna do on the roof, the paint and the wall maintenance, since I think you're gonna end up having to do all those at the same time, I'm gonna give you 90 days.
Okay.
Because you're gonna have to get some permits and it's gonna take you some time, and I wanna make sure that we give you enough time to do it. On the vehicle and the outdoor storage, I'm gonna give you the 15 days, a little bit longer than the city was asking, just because I wanna make sure that you have enough time to get that done, all right?
Now, outdoor storage, by outdoor storage, what do they mean? They
Well,
mean
they've
like where
listed
the
here-
barbecue is and the stuff like that, or?
It's the stuff that's also on the porch, like the mini fridge and the boxes and stuff. It has to be like patio furniture, so.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as you remove those items on the porch.
Okay.
That'll put you in compliance.
That's fine.
Okay.
The
And
mini
if
fridge
you
is
don't,
my fault. I was just lazy and didn't want to keep walking into the house, I'll be honest.
if you don't have the contact number for the code officer, you should have it so that you can contact her and let her know when each of these things is completed, so that she can make sure that she
Comes by
indicates that
and
you've come
signs
in.
off on it or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, in case CE 210700067, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of the listed code sections as to 18103B, 18103J, and 34102B. I give the respondent 90 days to come into compliance, or a fine of up to $100 per day may issue. As to 34102B and 9471C, I give the respondent 15 days to come into compliance, or a fine of up to $100 may issue.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
luck.
you,
Ma-
sir.
Please make sure you stay in touch, okay?
Yes, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ms. Wood.
Agenda item number 14, case number CE 21070222, case address 3901 36th Court, Unit B 204.
Natalie Clark, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance, 3901 36th Court, Unit B 204, was cited on 7/20/21. The property was posted on 7/22/21, and certified mail was sent on 7/21/21. The property was cited for 18-1023, 18-103B, 18-103C, 18-103E. I haven't had any contact with the property manager regarding this citation. As far as I know, the property remains in violation of all code sections. I haven't been able to inspect the unit due to a conflict with the tenant's schedule. So I have spoken to the tenant on the phone, and the tenant has confirmed that the issues still remain.
So this is one unit on an apartment complex?
Correct.
Ma'am, can you tell me your name, please?
Erica Sanchez.
And Ms. Sanchez, what's your relationship with the owner, Piper Ventures?
I am the property manager.
So the city says you have some issues here. Windows are missing, screens, rotten wood, interior walls, and exterior doors and windows?
Yes. Once I found out about it, I tried to schedule with the tenant to go in there and take a look at the damages to schedule the repairs. She has not given me access to the unit. She's telling me that her daughter was sick. I think they were COVID positive at one point. So she didn't want anyone in the unit. I am trying to get in there to take care of, she's missing screens. The screens we could do from the outside, which we took care of already. But the patio itself, we have to go into the unit. So I just have to get clearance from the tenant to go in there and repair it.
What's the city looking for here?
The city is asking for 30 additional days or $100 per day until compliance is achieved.
Ms. Sanchez, is there any reason that you couldn't accomplish this within 30 days?
No, 30 days is enough.
All right, I guess we're all in agreement then. All right, in case CE 210702222, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. Find the property in violation of listed code sections. Respondent has 30 days to bring them into compliance, or a fine of up to $100 per day may issue. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, there's no more respondents. Agenda item number 1, case number CE 21060457, case address 4205 Heath Circle South.
Is there anyone else here that's waiting on a case?
No?
No? Okay. Start from the top. Good morning, Officer McFarland.
Good morning. Good morning, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance Officer Paul McFarland. On June 29th, the property at 4205 Heat Circle South was cited for tree trimming standards and hat racking. Property and City Hall was posted July 1st. Certified mail was sent June 30th. Certified mail was received July 2nd. My manager has been emailing the property owner back and forth, and he is in agreement of what transpires today. With that being said, city's recommending that the owner provide an arbitrous inspection of the tree to determine if it can and how it can be rehabbed, or replacement of the tree within 120 days, or a one-time fine of $250.
Hey, Paul, you said an arborist inspection. Do you also need the report? Or what do you need in, do you
An
need
arbitrous
something in
inspection,
writing?
which is a report.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, I'm guessing what you're wanting from the arborist is a remediation plan, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So you either need a remediation plan approved by an arborist. So I actually said that right this time. It's been 20 years, but I've gotten that word right once or twice.
Yeah.
So you need a remediation plan from a certified arborist, or you need the tree replaced within 180 days. Is that what we're
You
saying?
got it.
All right. And you said that the homeowner was in agreement with that plan?
Yes, sir.
All right. And CE 2106047, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 94446-2B1 and 94446-2B3. Within 180 days, the respondent will provide the city a remediation plan authored by a certified arborist, or replace the tree. Or a fine of, what were you looking for?
One-time fine of $250.
Or a one-time fine of $250 shall issue.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 2, case number CE 2106047, case address 1315 7th Street.
Good morning. Officer Phil Cartwright, City of West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. The property at 1315 7th Street was originally cited on July 28th of 2021 for parking requirements and outdoor storage. Service was achieved by certified mail. The property was posted on July 28th of 2021, as well as City Hall. All violations are still current. I have made some contact with the owner, explaining the situation and what needed to be done to rectify the situation. But as of today, the violations are still current. The city is asking that the property come into compliance with an additional 10 days or $50 per day thereafter.
Phil, was City Hall posted?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you say that the outdoor storage is still out of violation?
Yes, ma'am. That picture right there is today's, go back one. Monique? Nope, right there. That picture is today's picture of the violations being still current.
So the outdoor storage the city is concerned about, is this pods moving and storage unit?
Yes, the storage unit is basically considered outside storage and can't be there.
And the parking issue, can you tell me what that's about?
The parking requirement is basically parking on the grass. The vehicle can't be parked on the grass.
And you've observed cars parking on the grass?
Yes, sir. Hold on one sec, magistrate. Nope.
Like that, right?
Yes,
So essentially that storage unit is blocking the place that they should be parking, right?
that is correct, sir.
Yeah. And have you had contact with the owner?
Yes, sir, I did. I explained the situation to him about what needed to be done to rectify the situation. He didn't say too much and went back inside the house.
And what's the remedy you're seeking here?
An additional 10 days to move the storage pod and the vehicle to be put back in the driveway and to rectify the parking requirements.
So really, all they have to do to come into compliance is to move the storage pod and park the car on the driveway?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
Okay. And what fine were you seeking?
$50 per day.
All right, in case CE 2106049, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 9442A and 9471C. Respondent has 10 days to bring the property into compliance or a fine of up to $50 per day, Mayor.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 3, case number CE 210604445, case address 400 33rd Street.
Morning.
Good morning.
Joe Patrick, West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. This case is in reference to an Airbnb operating without a rental license or certificate of use. The police reported this violation to me. I confirmed that the property is being rented online to an online Airbnb registry. There also seems to be separate rental units on the property, at least 3. A notice of violation was issued via certified mail and posting on June 30th. It was posted at City Hall and at the property. Certified mail was delivered on July 12th. The notice of violation gave the respondent 30 days to comply by obtaining a rental license and certificate of use. As of today, I have not heard from the respondent. The property remains in violation of Code Sections 18162A for the rental license and 22-32A for the certificate of use. The city is requesting compliance in 30 days or a $100 a day fine be assessed.
And you know this is a rental because you observed it being advertised on a website?
It was VRBO, whatever that rental site is. I'm sorry? Verbo? Okay, Verbo is where I saw it. And the link in the case file and the notes is there. The link I was able to pull up to verify it is in the case file.
And your understanding is it's still being offered for rent?
It appears to be. There was occasionally a car parked in front on the street, and it seems to be sporadic when cars are at the property. And the units are labeled in such a manner which indicates it's an Airbnb, A, B, and C. I was able to get a picture of Unit C. Seems to be 3 different buildings on there.
Have you had any contact with anyone on the property?
No, I haven't.
And the respondent did not respond to any of the notices?
No, sir.
You're seeking 30 days or $100 per day?
Yes, sir.
Okay, in CE 210604445, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 18162A and 2232A. I give the respondent 30 days to come into compliance or a fine of $100 per day, Mayor.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 6, case number CE 21030424, case address 2105 Parker Avenue, rescheduled. Agenda item number 7, case number CE 21050011, case address 337 Baker Drive.
Don Williams, on behalf of Marcus Williams. This case was cited on May 3rd, 2021. Certified mail sent out and received July 27th of 21. The violations are business tax receipt 82-144 and certificate of use 2232A. Contact has been made with the property, and the previous one expired September 30th of last year. A no contact actually returned once I visited the property, and I left my card, and nobody responded to my request for information on this business, which is Joe's Taste of Heaven LLC. And I'm just waiting for a response. Never received a response, so I'm asking 10 days or a one-time fine of $100.
What's the business being conducted on this property?
They run in a mobile vending business.
So it's a vending machine, is that it?
No, it's a mobile truck.
Oh, it's a...
Mobile truck, food truck.
And it's parked at this location at Baker Drive?
Yes.
And you've seen it operating?
No.
You haven't seen it operating?
No. Just that it expired. And when I visited and spoke with the adult, they said the person I need to speak to just left the property. So I haven't had in contact with the owner of the business itself. But I left my card and also emailed them and no response.
How do we know that it's still operating?
That's the point. They never responded to my request. But I visited the property and they refused to respond. So
Well, I mean, I think they should respond, but I can't find them if I don't know if there's a business operating.
that doesn't mean they're not operating. I mean, they just refused to comply with the city request. They didn't close the license out. So
Let me ask the city attorney, what do you think?
yeah.
Yep.
For my first research on Sunbiz, it is an active LLC reinstated on March 9th, 2020. Based on that, I would indicate that it is an active and ongoing business and that it is out of violation with the city's ordinances.
I think that's evidence that the corporation is still active. And since we know where it's located in West Palm Beach, I think that's sufficient.
Okay.
CE 2105011, I make the following findings of fact and law. If I notice is sufficient, find property in violation of 2232A and 82144. Respondent has 10 days to respond to the city and either get their certificate of use and business tax receipt or indicate that they are no longer in operation. In the absence of that, a fine of $100 per day will issue.
That's a one-time fine of $100.
I'm sorry, a one-time fine of $100 will issue.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 8, case number CE 21070311, case address 1510 Belvedere Road.
Michael Williams, Code Enforcement Officer, City of West Palm Beach. Property 1510 Belvedere Road was initially cited on 7/27/21. Certified mail was sent on 7/29/21. We do have a signed certified mail receipt on file. Property as well as City Hall was posted on 7/29/21. Property was cited for 18106B, excessive growth, 18106A, clean and sanitary, 74-4-C-5, cleanup of the right-of-way, and 94302-A-4, maintenance of the fence, and 94-71-C, outdoor storage. As of last evening, the following sections have complied: 18106A, 74-4-C-5, and 94-302-A-4. I did receive a phone call from a respondent. They left a message, rather, indicating that they had, to their mind, brought the property into compliance. I did make an attempt to call them back on last evening to indicate that they they still need to do a better job with the excessive growth because there's multiple areas that are still out of compliance. And also there's some outdoor storage. There's a lot of fencing and some other construction material that are just kind of piled up there on the property. So in light of that, the city's requesting 20 additional days in order to comply, or a fine of $100 per day be imposed.
So tell me about the excessive growth. What's the excessive growth that's still remaining on the property?
There's just like, I guess like patches like that, for example, that looks like they just didn't cut at all.
So from your observations, it looks like they cut part of it, but they didn't cut all of it?
Yes, absolutely. That's exactly what happened.
And the outdoor storage, the picture of the black bag material?
Yeah, there was, I don't know, it looks like some type of black tarping, as well as fencing. And I don't know what's
And
under all
that was still
stuff.
on the property the last time you observed it?
Yes, and that was on last evening, in fact.
Okay, in case CE 210703111, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 18106B and 9471C. Respondent has 20 days to bring the property in compliance or a fine of up to $100 per day may issue.
Agenda item number 9, case number CE 2107031, case address 1101 Okeechobee Road.
Michael Williams, Code Enforcement Officer, City of West Palm Beach. Property 1101 Okeechobee Road was initially cited on 7/28/21. Certified mail was sent on 7/29/21. Certified mail was returned. City Hall, as well as the property, was posted on 7/29/21. Property was cited for 18106B, excessive growth, 74-4-C-4, obstruction of the public right-of-way, and 94-71-C, outdoor storage. As of last evening, all violations still remain.
Mike, is there also 18106A at the top of the page?
Say again, I'm sorry.
18106A at the top of the page.
Yes, okay. Yeah, I that one got by me there. Yes, and also it was also cited for 18106A, clean and sanitary, trash and debris on the property. That said, all violations still remain. Have not heard anything from this particular property owner. Not really surprised though. This particular property was cited multiple years ago, and there are fines that are currently running from a previous notice. There was a structure on this particular parcel. They did obtain necessary permits, demoed that structure, which was great. But now the property needs to be maintained. And so what the city's requesting is an immediate abatement on the health safety issues with, as you can see from the photos, there's some overgrowth that now is like 3 feet in many sections. Which can serve as a home for vermin and snakes and whatever. So the city is requesting an immediate abatement of those things and 10 days in order to comply all the other code sections, or $100 per day be imposed on 94-71-C.
So you're seeking the abatement on 18106B?
18106B, yes, I am.
And that's because, in your experience, the condition of the property constitutes a threat to the health, safety, and welfare of the city of West Palm Beach?
That is correct.
Because it constitutes habitat for vermin?
Vermin, snakes, just, all types of critters.
And as to the rest, you want to give them 10 days?
Yes.
Yeah, I can see that's in the public right of way.
Right.
That's excessive growth. What's the outdoor storage?
The outdoor storage, there's actually, when they did the demo, there was some type of, I guess, like a border, something to, I guess, keep trash from washing over into the roadway. And it's in that photo right there. And they just left it there. They never removed it once they did the demo.
No, it's like a construction fence.
Right. Well, can you go back to that photo, Monique? Okay. Right, yeah, stop right there. See the white hose type thing?
Yeah, what is that?
Well, it was pretty much used to keep, when they were demoing the structure, it was actually used to keep, I guess, debris from washing over into the storm drain, over the sidewalk into the storm drain. And they just never removed it.
And they just left it there, okay. And the trash and debris on the property?
Trash and debris still remains.
Okay, in case CE 210703441, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 18106A, 18106B, 744C4, and 9471C. Make further finding that the violation of 18106B constitutes a threat to the health, safety, and welfare of the city of West Palm Beach. I order the respondent to come into immediate compliance. In the absence of immediate compliance, I authorize the city to enter the property and abate any and all violations of 18106B. I hereby assess the cost of said abatement against the property and property owner. As to sections 18106A, 744C4, and 9471C, I give the respondent 10 days to come into compliance or a fine of up to $100 per day may issue.
Agenda item number 10, case number CE 2107047, case address 5415 South Dixie Highway.
Good morning. Richard Pasmino, City of West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. This property was cited on July 7th, 2021. Certified mail was sent July 8th, and property and City Hall were both posted on July 9th. This property was cited for non-residential paint. There was some areas that were faded and stained on the exterior of the property. Excessive growth, clean and sanitary conditions, and trees/hedges obstructing the right-of-way. I made contact with the owner's daughter and the property owner at this business. I met them at the property, discussed the violations. Everything has been taken care of except for 18106B, excessive growth. There is some overgrowth that is coming from the property. It's in the gutter and over the curb into the street. That's before, and it still remains. The city is recommending 21 additional days to come into compliance, remove all that vegetation and overgrowth that's in the street, in the gutter, or the city is asking for a $50 a day fine. Everything else was fixed. They painted, they cut the trees that were in the sidewalk, trimmed up the grass, and
So the excessive growth that's remaining is where?
right there. It's not. It's actually growth. They need to totally remove it. On the left, yeah, on the left of the curb.
In the grass that's growing onto the street, is that it?
Yes, it's growing through the cracks and all over the street. And it's in the gutter as well.
Why don't we give them 30 days since that's the standard on these?
Okay.
All right, in case CE 210700047, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 18106B. Respondent has 30 days to come to compliance for a fine of $50 per day may issue.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 11, case number CE 210700369, case address 424 Pilgrim Road, has complied. Agenda item number 12, case number CE 21060283, case address 1530 39th Street.
Natalie Clark, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance. 1530 39th Street was cited on 6/17/21. Certified mail was delivered on 6/21/21. The property was cited for 18-106A and 22-32A. I'm presenting this case for Code Officer Marcus Williams. I've had no contact with the property owner. The city is asking for 30 additional days or $200 per day until compliance is achieved.
So this is a rental license violation?
Correct.
And how do we know this is being rented?
To be quite honest, the property was cited by Marcus Williams. I'm not sure how he determined it was a rental. I have taken the liberty of researching it on the utilities website. The water is in, I'm assuming, what would be the tenant's name, and I've also researched the information on Sunbiz. It is an incorporation, and the property is not homesteaded. So according to the Sunbiz, the owner of the property doesn't reside there. There's a address for that owner. And that's where the certified mail was delivered. Which
And
was
we know
signed
that
for.
somebody is residing there?
It was signed for at that property.
All right, so we know that somebody's there, we know it's not the owner, and we know that there's a water bill in somebody else's name. Is
Correct.
that all correct? All right.
Yes.
And you're seeking 30 days or $200 per day?
Correct.
All right, in case CE 210608283, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 18162A and 2232A. Respondent has 30 days to bring the property into compliance or a fine of up to $200 per day, Madam Chair.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 15, case number CE 21060326, case address 643 40th Street.
Good morning, Christopher Thompson, City of West Palm Code Compliance. Property at 643 40th Street was cited on 6/22/21. Notice of violation in City Hall was posted on 6/23/21. Property was cited for outdoor storage, unpaved parking, and no rental license. As of today, the outdoor storage is complied, unpaved parking is complied, but they still do not have a rental license for this property. So it is requesting, I have not made contact with the homeowner, but I have spoken with the tenants. The city is requesting additional 30 days to come into compliance or 150 a day until compliance is achieved.
All right.
623.
So you did have contact with people that are living on the property and they identified themselves as tenants?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And as far as you know, there is no rental license?
There's none.
Okay. And there's no certificate of use on the property?
No, sir.
And you're seeking a business tax receipt for the rental business?
None.
Okay. All right, in case CE 210600326, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 18162A, 2232A, and 82144. Respondent has 30 days to come to compliance or fine of $150 per day, Madam Chair.
Agenda item number 16, case number CE 210600470, case address 531 42nd Street.
Christopher Thompson, City of West Palm Code Compliance. Property at 531 42nd Street was cited on 6/30/21. Notice of violation in City Hall was posted at 6/30/21 as well. Property was cited for an inoperable vehicle on the property. I have not made contact with the homeowner. City is requesting additional 30 days to have this come into compliance or $100 a day until compliance is achieved.
So I'm guessing that this car with the smashed up front end is the one that's you're citing as an inoperable vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Has it moved at all from the time that you cited it?
No.
You said you've had no contact with anyone at the property?
No. It's smashed up pretty bad. It doesn't move. It has to be towed away.
Yeah, it doesn't look too good. And no one answers the door when you...
No.
You posted the property as well at City Hall?
Yes, sir.
Okay, in case CE 210600470, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 34102A. Respondent has 30 days to come to compliance or a fine of up to $100 per day, Madam Chair.
Agenda item number 17, case number CE 210600472, case address 718 44th Street.
Christopher Thompson, City of West Palm Code Compliance. Property at 718 44th Street was cited on 6/30/21. Notice of violation in City Hall was posted in 6/30/21 as well. Property was cited for outdoor storage, trash can placement, trash and debris, and they have no rental license on property. I have spoken to their attorney who, we're asking for an additional 30 days to come into compliance. I have also spoken with the tenants, so I know this property is being rented. City is requesting additional 30 days to come to compliance or 150 a day until compliance is achieved.
Was the property posted too?
Yes, 6:30.
Thank you.
So what's the clean and sanitary issue?
It's behind the fence right there. It's a lot of leaves and dirt and stuff out there.
Okay, There's no rental license on the property,
No, no COU.
no certificate of
BTO.
use. I saw the garbage can was in view from the street. No business tax, and I saw the outdoor storage, okay. All right, in case CE 210600472, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 18106A, 18162A, 2232A, 7434A1J, 82144, 9471C. Respondent has 30 days to come to compliance or fine of up to $150 per day. May I issue?
Thank you.
Agenda item number 18, case number CE 21050017, case address 4882 Victoria Circle, has complied. Agenda item number 19, case number CE 21050384, case address 2413 Medina Way, has complied. Agenda item number 20, case number CE 21060005, case address 7067 Deer Point Lane, has complied. Agenda item number 21, case number CE 21060067, case address 516 South Dixie Highway, has complied. Agenda item number 22, case number CE 21050379, case address 821 High Street.
Good morning, Sonia Ben, City of West Palm Beach, Code Enforcement. This property was cited on May 25th and posted on June 8th. Certified mail was sent on June 4th. The property was cited for 105.1, 18103J, 18106K, 944462B4, and 9471C. I have made contact with the property owner. The property is in violation of all code cases. The city is requesting an additional 90 days to gain compliance, or $100 per day until compliance is achieved.
You said you posted the property. Did you post City Hall as well?
Correct.
So tell me about the building permit issue.
So the property was cited for no permits for shutters and the awnings on the property.
So there are shutters and awnings on here that are not part of the plan and were not permitted to the best of your knowledge.
Yes. I spoke to the owner, so she agreed to 90 days to gain compliance of all code violations.
Oh, okay. Well, that's helpful. The exterior paint, is that what we're talking about? Sort
Yes.
of where the paint is faded?
Yes.
I guess that's a pretty good evidence that the landscape needs to be trimmed.
And cut, yes.
Shaping of shade trees. Okay, that's pretty clearly needs to be done as well. And that's outdoor, that's the outdoor storage over there?
Right. And also, there's others in the carport.
Okay. And you spoke with the owner and they
Yes.
thought 90 days would be sufficient?
Yes.
All right. All right, in case CE 210500379, to make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 105.1, 18103J, 18106K, 944462B4, and 9471C. Respondent has 90 days to come to compliance or fine of up to $100 per day. May I issue?
Agenda item number 23, case number CE 210700218, case address 614 High Street.
Sonny Ben, City of West Palm Beach, Code Enforcement. The property was cited on July 20th and posted on July 22nd. Certified mail was sent on July 21st. The property was cited for 7434A1H and 9471C. I have not made contact with the property owner. The property is still in violation of 7434A1H and 9471C. The city is requesting an additional 30 days to gain compliance, or $100 per day until compliance is achieved.
Were both City Hall and the property posted?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm guessing the outdoor storage is this building material behind the trash can?
Yes, so on the carport, there's a lot of outdoor storage, as well as there's a truck with a lot of, different items. And also along the the driveway as well.
Along that fence, I can see. And in
Yes.
front of the house, it looks like, too.
Correct. They also had, as you could see on the street too, but that was taken care of with sanitation. But they still have a lot of outdoor storage on the property.
And I can clearly see that the trash can is in public view, so that's the
Yes.
easy one, right? All right, and you wanted to give them 30 days. I guess no one answers the door when you,
So no one is home. As you can see that, no one is home at the moment when I taking those photos.
yeah. And they haven't attempted to contact you after the notices were posted?
Correct.
All right, in case CE 2107021A, to make the following findings of fact and law, I find notice is sufficient from the property in violation of 7434A1H and 9471C. Respondent has 30 days to come into compliance or a fine of up to $100 per day may issue.
Agenda item number 24, case number CE 210702219, case address 605 High Street.
Sonia Bin, City of West Palm Beach, Code Enforcement. This property was cited on July 20th. Property was posted on July 22nd. Certified mail was sent on July 21st. The property was cited for 18106B, 7434A1H, and 9471C. I have not made contact with the property owner. The property is still in compliance for 18106B, 7434A1H, and 9471C. The city is requesting an additional 30 days to gain compliance or $100 per day until compliance is achieved. They cut the front of the property, the landscape, but in the rear, it still has a lot of overgrowth.
Are those Christmas lights?
Go back.
Sonia, was City Hall posted?
Yes.
Thank you.
So it looks like they cut the front, all right?
Yes, they cut the front, but the rear of the property is still.
We got the outdoor storage there,
Right.
so got that. I mean, are you referring to the trees in the back? Is that the overgrowth you're concerned about?
Yes.
Those are Christmas lights, no? Okay, yeah. Hold that picture for a second. So
Go back.
the city wants the trees to be trimmed back, I guess, is that it?
The landscape
Yeah,
and
the
overgrowth.
landscape. Are those grass and weeds, that's this property?
Yes,
Okay.
it's the same property.
I didn't see the trash can. Where is that?
It's under, right
Okay,
there.
there it is,
Mhm.
okay. All right, in case CE 210702219, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient from the property in violation of 18106B, 9434A1H, and 9471C. Respondent has 30 days to come to compliance or fine of up to $100 per day may issue.
Agenda item number 25, case number CE 2104036, case address 3701 Parker Avenue.
Sonia Bin, City of West Palm Beach, Code Enforcement. This property was cited on July 30th, posted on August 3rd. Certified mail was sent on August 2nd. The property was cited for 18106K, 7434A1H, and 7861. I have made contact with the property owner. The property is still in violation of 18106K. At this time, code 7434A1H and 7861 is complied. The property owner is in agreement with the city request of requesting an additional 15 days to gain compliance or $100 per day until compliance is achieved. She cut the front of the property, but the rear of the property still have overgrowth. So she said 15 days is good to cut the back of the property.
Were both the property and City Hall posted?
Yes, ma'am.
So you discussed this with the property owner, and she believed that she could get this done within 15 days?
Yes.
Okay. CE 2107036, to make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I found property in violation of 18106K. Respondent has 15 days to bring the property in compliance or a fine of up to $100 per day may issue.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 27, case number CE 210600176, case address 5011 Broadway.
City of West Palm Beach. City of West Palm Beach Code Officer Robert Watkins. This property was cited on June the 11th. Certified mail was sent June the 11th. Certified mail was received June the 14th. This property was cited for 18-106A, 94-315A, 18-106M, and 94-315-B-1. Compliant violations are 94-315A and 18-106M. Remaining violations are 18-106A and 94-315B-1. The city is requesting additional 40 days to bring into compliance, or $200 per day after.
Have you had contact with the owner?
No, sir, I haven't. I know the city's been going out there and picking up more often, and assisting them with the trash can, but I haven't spoken to anyone. I've went in there. I've actually spoken to the supervisor. No one was available, just to see which direction they were going with the outdoor commercial storage, but no one has called me back or anything.
So those boxes and materials are the outdoor storage the city is concerned
Yeah, there's
with?
more. There's on that front side by it, and also on the south side of the building as well. There's a abundance of outdoor storage. Yeah, right there. There's a lot of outdoor storage just all along the gate side.
And the clean and sanitary is the trash and debris that you photographed?
Yes, sir.
Robert, was the property in City Hall posted?
Yes, ma'am.
Why 40 days? That's an unusual number.
Well, I know if they're going to pretty much get some kind of fencing or a gate or something, I know permit's been taking a little while longer, so that's why I requested the 40 days instead of the 30 days.
Let's do 45 since that's a standard that we use. I know it's, I just try and be consistent about these types of things. In CE 210600176, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 18106A and 94315B1. Respondent has 45 days to bring the property in compliance or fine up to $200 per day. May I issue?
Agenda item number 28, case number CE 21060294, case address 619 59th Street.
City of West Palm Beach Code Officer Robert Watkins. This property was cited on June the 18th. Certified mail was sent June the 21st. Certified mail was received June the 28th. City Hall was posted on June the 27th. This property was cited for 26-35-B, 18-106M, 94-442C-1, 74-34A-1J, and 18-106B. All violations have been brought into compliance. As far as the repeat violation of 26-35-B, that one came into compliance on July the 26th. It ran for 40 days out of compliance for the repeat for the excessive growth in the grass. The city is requesting $20 per day on the repeat violation.
Let me see if I understand you
posted.
correctly here. So all of these violations have since come into compliance,
Yes, sir.
and the city is seeking a repeat violation fine under which code section? The grass and weeds?
Yeah, it was for 18-106B, and that was from the case CE 19110084.
And they've been previously been found in violation of 18106B in that case?
Yes, sir.
And so from the time that it was noticed, from the time it was complied with, was 40 days?
Yes, sir.
Robert, was the property posted?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, I believe the city attorney just asked this, but the property was posted at the time that this repeat violation was noticed?
Yes.
And it was also sent by certified mail?
Yes, sir.
And it was also posted at City Hall?
Yes, sir.
All right, in case CE 210600294, I make the following findings of fact and law. Find the property was in violation of 18106M, 18106B, 7434A1J, and 94442C1. Has since come into compliance with all of those sections. I make further finding that the violation of 18106B is a repeat violation under City Code 2635B. I issue a fine for the 40 days that the property was out of compliance at $20 per day. My math says that's $800, is that right? Yeah, for a total fine of $800.
Agenda item number 29, case number CE 21060317, case address 718 59th Street.
City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance, Robert Watkins. This property was cited on June the 21st. Certified mail was sent June 22nd. Certified mail was received June 25th. City Hall was posted June the 24th. This property was cited for 18-106B, 18-106M, 26-35B. Compliant violations are 18-106M and 18-106B. The repeat violation was for case CE 200-80118, excessive growth. It's been out of compliance since June the 21st, and then it came into compliance on August the 16th. It ran for approximately 56 days, and the city is requesting $20 per day for the repeat violation. Again? $20.
Was the property posted?
Yes, ma'am.
So the property and City Hall were both posted certified mail and return receipt?
Yes, sir.
This property has previously been cited for 18106B?
Yes, sir.
That's the code section the city is looking for a repeat violation under, 106,
Yes, sir.
18106B?
Excessive growth, the high grass.
I'm sorry?
The high grass, the excessive growth, that's there all over the property. You can see it over the fence in there.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
No, I
very
was saying the excessive growth, is about as tall as the fence in some areas.
Yeah, I saw it on the paper. I'm just trying to create the predicate for the repeat violation. So it was previously cited for 18106B for exactly that, huh?
Yes, sir.
Was it previously cited for 18106M, or is that new?
No, it was previously cited for, no, not the, just the high grass. Landscape maintenance wasn't in the last one from CE 200-80118 was the last.
And they brought this into compliance?
Say again?
They've cut this? Is it
Yes, sir.
currently?
They cut it on the 16th. Well, they must have cut it the 15th late afternoon, because when I passed by on the 16th, it was cut like it is.
So that's okay. And so that was 56 days out of compliance?
Yes, sir.
And they're currently in compliance with 18106M?
Yes.
All right. Okay, in case CE 210600317, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 18106B, 18106M, and has since come into compliance in both sections. I make further finding that the violation of 18106B constitutes a repeat violation under Code Section 2635B of the Code of the City of West Palm Beach. I find that the property was a repeat violator for 56 days. I assess a cost of $20 per day for each day it was out of compliance.
Agenda item number 30, case number CE 21060325, case address 508 54th Street.
City of West Palm Beach Code Officer Robert Watkins. This property was cited on June the 22nd. Certified mail was sent June the 22nd. Certified mail was returned on June the 28th. City Hall was posted July the 13th. This property was cited for 105-1, 94-302A-4, 94-71C, 18-162A. Compliant violations are 94-302A-4 and 94-71-C. Remaining violations are 105.1 and 18-162A. I've had correspondence with the owner. I actually spoke to him this morning. He's applying for his rental license and checking on the status of his permit, because in the system it wasn't even inspected yet. The city is requesting 40 days or $100 per day after.
So this is a rental property?
Yes, it's a duplex. The owner lives on one side and rents out the other.
And you've seen tenants or people living on the other
I
side?
spoke to them. I actually spoke. They're the ones who did the makeshift picnic area outside.
That's interesting. And I guess they fixed the wall and they removed the outdoor storage?
Yeah, it was all on their side.
All right.
It was a fence that needed repairing.
Robert, was the property posted?
Yes.
And City Hall?
Yes.
We should just
Well,
add
he
that.
already testified on that part.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did.
Maybe we should just create sort of a standard statement in the beginning to make sure that they cover that, because you and I have both been asking that a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll make a little thing and just hold up City Hall.
All right, in case CE 21060325, make the following finding of fact and law. I find notice sufficient. I find the property in violation of 105.1 and 16162A. Respondent has 45 days. I'm giving them the extra 5 because that's the standard I've been using. Or a fine of up to $100 per day may issue.
Agenda item number 31, case number CE 21070045, case address 3500 Greenwood Avenue.
Good morning. Ray Young, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance. 3500 Greenwood Avenue was initially cited on 7/7 of 21 with a notice of violation posted at the property and City Hall on 7/9 of 21. Certified mail was sent on 7/8 21. Property was cited for 18162A, rental license violation, and 2232A, COU required. Contact has been made with the owner who did apply for the license and is currently awaiting a zoning sign-off. Therefore, Special Magistrate, the city requests an additional 30 days to come into compliance or $200 per day until compliance is achieved.
So you spoke with the owner and they conceded that this was a rental property?
Correct. And they applied for the license. They're just awaiting the inspections.
All right, in case CE 21070045, make the following findings of fact and law. If I notice is sufficient, I find the property in violation of 18162A, 2232A. Respondent has 30 days to come to compliance or fine of up to $200 per day may issue.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 32, case number CE 21070091, case address 925 30th Street.
Ray Young, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance. 925 30th Street was initially cited on 7/12 of 21 with a notice of violation posted at the property and City Hall on 7/14 21. Certified mail was sent on 7/13 21. Property was cited for 18103J, 7434A1J, 94487B1, and 94273D31B3. Contact has not been made with the owner and all code sections remain. Therefore, Special Magistrate, the city requests an additional 30 days to come into compliance with 18103J, or $100 per day, and for all other code sections, 10 additional days, or $100 per day, until compliance is achieved.
So you want to give them 30 days for the paint and then 10 days for everything else?
Correct.
What's the paint issue?
It's the right here on the ceiling, the ceiling tiles. It just needs to be pressure washed and or painted to a clean and sanitary appearance.
So it's the roof that you're concerned about with 18103J?
Yeah, it continues around the entire house. It's just the roof for the paint issue.
It's more of a cleaning issue than a paint issue, right?
Yeah.
Garbage can. What's the home occupation advertising issue? Is that truck?
Yeah, it's the commercial vehicle with the advertising of signs for the plumbing company. It stays there overnight. Neighbors have complained numerous times about it as well.
We haven't gone under 94-273-D31B3. What's the prohibition in that? I haven't looked at that section.
Yeah, there should be no advertising of a home business or any type of occupations in the residential district. And it has clearly markings of a commercial company on the side of the vehicle.
Let me ask the city attorney, since you've got the computer in front of you and mine isn't logged in. What does 94273D31B3 specifically prohibit?
So, 94-273D, 31B3, there shall be no visible evidence of the conduct of a home occupation within a dwelling unit. There shall be no display that will indicate from the exterior that the building is being utilized in part of any purpose other than a residence.
Well, I guess any could include the vehicle.
Yeah.
And sometimes, a special magistrate, there's more than one of these plumbing vehicles at the property. It could be numerous at times.
All right, I will agree with that one. I didn't see the garbage can. Did you observe the garbage can out front?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, there it is. Let me see. Does 18103J include, I'm sorry, I'm pushing you a bit on this one, but does 18103J include cleaning or just painting?
It's pressure clean and or painting. If it's pressure washed and any of the, it's not protected by like a covering, then it could be painted. Some people paint over the terracotta tiles, and some people pressure wash them. Either or.
Okay. And you said you had no contact with the owner?
No contact with the owner this time. I've had contact in the past, just not on this violation this time, no.
All right, in case CE 2107009, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 18103J, 7434A1J, 94273D31B3, and 9447B1. Respondent has 30 days to come into compliance with 18103J and 10 days to come into compliance with the remaining sections, or a fine in the amount of $100 per day may issue.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 33, case number CE 210700123, case address 1025 26th Street.
And 33 is complied.
Agenda item number 34, case number CE 2107054, case address 832nd Street.
Ray Leung, City, West Palm Beach, code compliance. 832nd Street was initially cited on 7/14 of 21, with the notice of violation posted at the property and City Hall on 7/15/21. Certified mail was sent on 7/15 of 21. The property was cited for 18106B, 9471C, and 94302A4. Contact has not been made with the owner, but 18106B, the overgrowth was complied. All other code sections remain. Therefore, Special Magistrate, the city requests additional 30 days to come into compliance, or $100 per day until compliance is achieved. The fence repair is just the broken slats, and it's not erected properly, anchored properly.
So which one came into compliance, 18106B?
18106B is in compliance, correct. And the outdoor storage should be, there's wood and other items at the side of the house.
So there's still some, that outdoor storage is still there?
Correct, in the side, all the way in the back of the setback, it's still outdoor storage.
Oh, yeah. And I saw the fence needs maintenance. I'm sorry, what was the remedy that you were seeking?
30 days to come into compliance, or $100 per day.
And you've had no contact with the owner?
No contact this time, no special magistrate.
posting was on the property at the City Hall.
Yep, posted at the property in City Hall on 7/15 of 21.
And certified mail.
Certified mail, same day, 7/15.
All right, in case CE 21070-154, make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 94302A4 and 9471C. Respondent has 30 days to bring the property in compliance or fine of up to $100 per day issue.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 35, case number CE 21070-167, case address 918 33rd Street.
Ray Leung, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance, 918 33rd Street was initially cited on 7/15 of 21 with the notice of violation sent same day, 7/15 of 21. I'm sorry, certified mail was sent on 7/16 of 21. The notice of violation was posted at the property and City Hall on 7/15 of 21. Property was cited for 18106B, 94442E, 18215B, and 744C3. Contact has not been made with the owner, but 94442E was complied. All other code sections remain. Special Magistrate, the overgrowth at this property poses a potential threat to the health, safety, and welfare of the community by being a possible haven for rodents, pests, etc. Therefore, the city requests an additional 7 days to come into compliance or abatement.
Well, you do have some pretty good overgrowth there. How high is that?
It's getting there.
And you believe the condition of this property constitutes a threat to the health, safety, and welfare of the city?
Yes.
They took care of the issue with the swales in the parkway?
Yes, that's been complied.
So it's just this large amount of overgrown grass and trees, is that what we're concerned about?
Yes, correct.
You said you had no contact with the owner?
No contact with the owner this time, and 7 days should be suffice time to cut and abate, cut the property, and enough time for mailing or abatement. It's been complained upon this property by neighbors for a while now.
I'll bet. All right, in case CE 21070-167, make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 18106B and 18215B and 744C3. Respondent has, I make further finding that said condition of the property constitutes a threat to the health, safety, and welfare of the city of West Palm Beach. The respondent has 7 days to bring the property into compliance, or the city may abate. The cost of said abatement will be assessed against the property and property owner.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 36, case number CE 21070-202, case address 3226 Greenwood Avenue.
Ray Leung, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance, 3226 Greenwood Avenue was initially cited on 7/19 of 21 with the notice of violation posted at the property and City Hall on 8/2/21. Certified mail was sent on 7/20/21. Property was cited for 18106B, 78-6, and 744C3. Contact has not been made with the owner, but all code sections are complied with the exception of 78-6, the address characters. Therefore, Special Magistrate, the city requests an additional 10 days to come into compliance or $50 a day until compliance is achieved.
So they dealt with the grass and overgrowth, but they didn't fix the numbers?
Yeah, just need some numbers on the house. A simple fix. 10 days should be enough time.
Have you had contact with this owner?
No contact as yet. That was a city inspector on the property.
But you posted the property and the City Hall, right?
Yep, on 7/2 of 21, and certified mail was sent on 7/20.
Is this a home?
It's one of the new trailer homes on Greenwood. It's 2 trailers that they put together and they created a home. Mhm.
Really? Huh. How do they, is there somebody living on the property, do you know?
Yeah, there was a property manager who was managing the property. I think it's for sale. I don't know if it's been sold as yet, but yeah, no address characters.
Let's give it 15 days because of mail.
Okay.
It seems like a relatively easy fix, and I don't want to create a fine here where we don't have to.
Okay.
In case CE 21070-202, make the following findings of fact and law. Find notice is sufficient, find the property in violation of 78-6, give the respondent 15 days to come into compliance or a fine of up to, what were you seeking?
$50.
$50 per day.
Agenda item number, Sorry, agenda item number 37, case number CE 21070211, case address 3503 Westview Avenue.
That's complied. They're all complied all the way to 40, Kristen.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Agenda item number 38, case number CE 21070212, case address 940 26th Street has complied. Agenda item number 39, case number CE 21070224, case address 815 34th Street has complied. Agenda item number 40, case number CE 21070239, case address 1101 35th Street, complied.
11
Including 40 or no?
Not including
Okay.
40. 40 is the last one.
Okay.
So, Rayleigh Young City, West Palm Beach Code Compliance, 1101 35th Street, initially cited on 7/21 of 21, with the notice of violation posted at the property on 8/3 of 21. Certified mail was sent on 7/22 of 21. Property was cited for 18162A, 2232A, 18106A, 18103J, 78-6, and 9471C. Contact has been made with the owner, who requested more time for compliance. He's out of town. Therefore, Special Magistrate, the city requests additional 30 days to come into compliance, or $200 per day until compliance is achieved.
All right, so let's take a look here. Well, it's certainly filthy, certainly needs paint, check. Clean and sanitary.
Ray,
It's
with
got
City
numbers?
Hall,
What's the numbers issue?
On the fence on the back in the alley, one of the numbers fell off. Simple fix.
sorry, was City Hall posted?
Yep, notice of violation was posted at the property and City Hall on 8/3 of 21. Certified mail sent on 7/22 of 21.
All right, definitely have outdoor storage, numbers, outdoor storage. All right, so the rental issue, it's the property's being rented?
Correct, and he has, the owner has other rentals in the area. He thought he had one for this property, and he'll apply for it when he gets back in town in about a week.
And you observed that it was being rented?
Oh, correct. I made contact with the tenant as well.
Okay, perfect. All right, case CE 21070239. I make the following findings of fact and law. If I notice is sufficient from the property in violation of 18103J, 18106A, 18162A, 2232A, 78-6, and 9471C. Respondent has 30 days to come to compliance or fine of up to $200 per day measure.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 41, case number CE 21030573, case address 4240 San Marino Boulevard, Unit 106.
I feel like I've been seeing you all day.
Good morning once again. This property was cited for failure to obtain a rental license and certificate of use. The property was posted on 6/11/21. Certified mail was signed for on 7/15/21. Occupancy of the property was verified by management, and I also had a discussion with the tenant because she was concerned about the posting. And there isn't an application in the system for this unit. The city is requesting 30 days to come into compliance or $200 a day thereafter.
What was the fine you were seeking?
200.
So you had a conversation with the tenants?
Yes, sir.
That always makes it a little easier, doesn't it?
Beg your pardon?
So that always makes it a little easier to establish a
Oh,
rental?
absolutely.
Did you say they had an application on file?
No application is
No
on
application on file, okay.
as of this morning.
And did you have any conversation with Red Potatoes LLC?
No, sir.
It's an interesting name.
Yes, it is.
All right, in case CE 21030573, make the following findings of fact and law. Find notice is sufficient.
City Hall posted?
Yeah, I should have asked that. Yeah. Both City Hall and the property were posted?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you did certified mail, you said. All right, I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 18162A and 2232A. Respondent has to come in compliance within 30 days or fine up to $200 per day may issue.
Agenda item number 53, case number CE 21050194, case address 1311 North Mangonia Drive.
Cassandra St. Hilaire, Code Enforcement Officer with the City of West Palm Beach. This property was cited on May 15th. Certified mail was received May 21st. Property and City Hall were posted May 27. I've had no contact with the property owner. Property was cited for 2635B, 7434A1H, 944462, and 944462C. At this time, the property owner has complied with code sections 94446-2 and 7434A1H. At this time, the city is asking a one-time fine of $250 for code sections 944462-2-C.
So they took a tree out, I'm guessing, if I read this correctly.
They removed the tree out of the swell. In the picture, you'll see like when they took it out and there was some stump left and then yeah.
So that stump was a tree, huh?
Yeah, that was the palm trees.
Yeah, they were gonna need a permit for that, I
Yeah,
would
a
think.
permit for that or a letter from arborist.
I think even with the arborist, you'd still need a permit to remove it.
Well, no, not necessarily. If they hired their own arborist that basically, what is it, like, that tells them is there while they're removing the tree and make sure that they're doing it properly. But either way, you cannot remove a tree out of a swell. You can't put it there, but once it starts growing, you can't remove it because there's no way to replace it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, in case CE 210509194, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 944462C. I make further finding that the violation constitutes an irreparable violation under Code Section 2635B. Respondent is assessed a one-time fine of $250.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 54, case number CE 21050195, case address 1316 North Mangonia Drive, has complied. Agenda item number 55, case number CE 21050231, case address 805 19th Street.
Cassandra St. Hilaire, Code Enforcement with the City of West Palm Beach. This property was cited on May 18th. Certified mail was sent May 19th. Property and City Hall were posted May 27th. I've had contact with the property owner. Property was cited for 18103E, 18113F, 18116A, 18162A, 2232A, 7434A1H, 74-483, 94446-2, and 94485G. Whew, that was a lot. At this time, the city is requesting actually 3 orders, so bear with me. For code sections 18162A, 2232A, and 18113E, the city is requesting 30 days or $200 per day. For code sections 18103F, 94485G, cities requesting 90 days at $100 per day if compliance isn't achieved. And for the remaining violations, code sections 18106A, 7434A1H, 74-483, and 944462, cities requesting 15 days or $100 per day until compliance is achieved.
You went a little too fast for me on that.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
All
I'll
right,
go back.
let's roll that back. All right,
No problem. For code sections 18162A, 2232A, and 18103E.
Okay, stop there. So 18106A, which is clean and sanitary. What's the next one?
No, it's 3 orders, so I was breaking them down to the ones that are.
All right, yeah, so for, you wrote them down, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Those two are 3,200. That one's 9,100. That one's 1,500.
This is 9,100, and this is 1,500.
And then the next page, 2233 is 3,200.
3,200.
These 3 are 1,500. And then 9,100 for the last one. That was a lot.
That's pretty complicated. All right, let's walk through these so that I can see the competent substantial evidence for the record. So for the external doors and windows, what's the deal there?
Upon doing the inspections, they have broken windows on few of the properties. Yeah, broken windows. Some of the doors, they're not, they weren't properly fitted and they weren't put right. So those need to be fixed. And for the stairway, in the pictures you'll see, part of it's like rusting out as well. So while I was walking it, I felt unsafe for me to be there. So I could only imagine as the tenants having to be there.
Okay, so that's 18103. So the interior, so that's the stairwell.
Yeah, that's the stairway.
And you thought it was not
Yeah, as I
maintained?
was walking, it was very rusty, but not only that, it was creaking a little bit. It just was unsafe, to be honest. Even myself, it really took a lot for me to even go in the unit
Okay.
to do the inspection.
Clean and sanitary?
Clean starts, the whole property, just trash, trash everywhere.
Oh, there's your
That needs to be
window,
cleaned
yeah.
up.
All right. Rental license, I assume there's no rental license on file for any of these units?
Nope.
And you observe tenants are living in these properties?
Yes, tenants are living on the property, as well as I spoke to the property owner. Sent him the pictures and everything.
All right, let's see. Trash can in public view,
Oh, you'll see it. So
probably
many.
the easiest one of the,
Yeah, it looks like they're packed there too. There's one there, but it's like, even yesterday, just a whole pack of
Alright.
them.
but you saw the trash can
Yes, sir.
sitting in public
Yeah,
view from the
as you
street?
can see right here in the pictures, it's a whole
Okay,
stack of them.
all right, garage, litter, and refuse,
Garbage.
garbage everywhere.
Litter, trash and clean and sanitary, just exterior maintenance,
Landscape,
Landscape, the parts where, like, right in front where you see the garbage and stuff are, in front of it, they're actually supposed to be like grass there, or, any approved flowers and stuff, but it's all dirt, all around that little area. It's just bare dirt.
yeah, okay, I see that.
Dirt and trash.
This property's got some issues, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I definitely see that, all right. Traffic control aids,
The wheel stoppers, I think that's the name for them. Where you park your cars, those need to be fixed.
the wheel stops are missing, or,
Yeah, they're missing, crooked,
okay. They're missing and
just need
broken.
repair. They can repair them.
Did you say you had talked to the owner,
Yes, I did.
Reynold Gonzalez?
Mm-hmm.
And did they express a desire to bring this property into compliance?
I mean, it's not that, he didn't say he wasn't gonna do it. All he asked was for the pictures and, for me to email him a copy. But he was aware that it was cited, so.
Okay. I don't know what to do with that, but, all right, in case CE 21050231, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of the listed code sections, and I order compliance as follows. As to 18103E, 18162A, and 2232A, I order the respondent to come into compliance within 30 days, or a fine of up to $200 per day may issue. As to 18103F, I order the respondent to come into compliance. I have 90 days here? Yeah, 90 days, or a fine of $100 per day. As to 18106A, respondent shall come into compliance within 15 days, or $100 per day. As to 7434A1H, 744A3, and 944462, respondent shall come into compliance within 15 days, or a fine of $100 per day. And as for 94485G, respondent shall come into compliance within 90 days, or a fine of $100 per day.
Thank you.
Agenda
Got that
item,
right?
Yes, he did.
All right.
agenda item number 57, case number CE 21050434, case address 1913 Division Avenue.
Cassandra St. Hilaire, Code Enforcement with the City of West Palm Beach. This property was cited May 28th. Certified mail was sent on June 1st. The property and City Hall were posted June 1st as well. I've had contact with the property owner. Property was cited for 18103F, 18106A, 18162A, 2232A, 74-483, and 94302A4. Just like the last one, Special Magistrate, we are asking for a split order. So, for code sections 18162A and 2232A, city's requesting 30 days or $200 per day. For code sections 18103F and 94302A4, 90 days or $100 per day. And code sections 18106A and 74-483, 15 days or $100 per day until compliance is achieved. Sorry.
You do give me the more complicated requests.
I'm just trying to break them down so they can have good time for each of them.
All right, so let's talk specifics here.
Yes,
So let's talk
sir.
about our stairway issue. What's that?
The stair, as you can see, they're missing like little handles there to make it safe because they are the upstairs unit. You're supposed to have the handles in between those, so like a kid can't fall through or anything like that, just making it more safe for the residents that are living there. That's what he would need to do for that.
So the banister needs to be repaired, is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
then it needs to just put like, I think they're called like slits or something. I don't know the proper name for
Oh,
them.
there has to be like a grip on the banister so that,
Yeah, but also in between it, you can see like like a kid can fall through. So you just need to make sure you have those blocked, especially for those that are higher up.
okay, clean and sanitary?
Yeah, it's just dirty.
There's trash around the property, is that it?
It's just, yeah, trash, everything.
Rental license, I guess there's no rental license on the
There's
property?
no rental license. I have to say he did pay for it after refusing to, but he did pay for it. It's just we have not set up any inspections, so all in all, no rental
So
license.
they haven't been issued because he hasn't called in the inspection?
Yes.
Okay. Certificate of use is the same. Garbage, litter, and refuse, I guess that's
Yeah,
garbage on
all
the
around.
property. And I guess I don't need you to explain to me what the fence issue is. Can see that pretty easily.
Thank you.
And you said you've had contact with this owner, ICE Investment Group?
Yep, I had contact with him.
Have they indicated a willingness to bring this property into compliance?
To be quite honest with you, everything we've asked him to do, he's like giving us pushback on it. So I don't know.
Yeah, all right.
At this point, the ball is in his court.
All right, case CE 2105034, make the following findings of fact and law. If I notice is sufficient, I find the property in violation of 18103, actually, I find the property in violation of all of the listed code sections and order compliance as follows. As to 18103F and, let's see, what was this one paired with? 94302A4. Those are the maintenance issues. Respondent shall have 90 days or a fine of $100 per day may issue. As to 18106A and 744A3, respondent shall have 15 days to bring the property in compliance or a fine of $100 per day may issue. As to 18106A and 2232A, respondent shall have 30 days to come in compliance or a fine of $200 per day may issue.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 58, case number CE 21050436, case address 1120 Lincoln Road.
Sandra St. Hilaire, Code Enforcement with the City of West Palm Beach. This property was cited May 28th. Certified mail was signed for on June 3rd. The property and City Hall were posted June 1st. I've had contact with the property owners. Property was cited for 18105A, 18105F, 18105J, 9446-2, and 94487B1. At this time, the property has complied with code sections 944462 and 94487B1. For the remaining violations, the city is requesting an additional 60 days or $100 per day until compliance is achieved.
Have you spoke with Life Center Properties LLC?
Yes, I met with them on the property, actually.
And I guess because they did the first two, they're trying to comply here?
They did 94462 and 94487B1, so it's just 18105A and 105A, 105F, and 105J left.
All right, let's see, we got, so what's the waterproof issue?
Actually, I lied. 18105F is also complied. It was a stairway in the back that was, that needed to be removed, and they did remove it. So 18105F is complied.
All right, so we're just talking about 105A and 105J?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's talk about 105J. What's our weatherproof issue here?
Well, it needs to be painted. Are we talking about 105A?
Yeah, 105A.
105A, I'm so sorry. So, as you can see, there are like a lot of openings, rotted wood on the property, so they just need, although it's not being used, they still need to make sure that it's properly secured, so no one's coming in and out of it. Even the stairway that was in the back, that was still, that was part of it as well, but.
So there are cracks and
Yeah, little
things in the
cracks
front.
around that they just need to fix, which, after speaking to the, I think one of the owner, they are trying to get on it, it's just
Okay.
time.
And I can see the paint issue
In the
all
paint,
over the property.
yeah.
Okay. All right, case CE 2105046, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient to find the property in violation of 18105A and 18105J. Respondent has 60 days to come into compliance or fine of $100 per day, Commissioner.
Agenda item number 59, case number CE 21060053, case address 1016 14th Street.
Cassandra St. Hilaire, Code Enforcement with the City of West Palm Beach. This property was cited June 4th, certified mail was signed for June 9th. Property and City Hall were posted June 9th. I've had contact with the property owner. Property was cited for 1816A, 1816B, 18215B, 74-4C4, and 74-4C5. The issue with this property is, as we did with the whole neighborhood, we're trying to get the alleyway cleaned up, and a lot of the neighbors, it's badly overgrown. Although I have spoken with this owner, their hesitancy to clean up the area, well, I guess the alleyway, the city's requesting an additional 20 days or abate to try and get that done.
So we're just referring to the alleyway behind the property?
Behind the properties, some of the owners have done it, some of them we've actually had to take to hearing to get it done, but they've done their part of it, but it's still badly overgrown.
And these alleyways are their property to maintain?
Yes, half theirs, half of the neighbors. So it's everyone's responsibility to maintain that shares that border.
So the specific part of the alleyway that is
That
this
they're
property owner's...
responsible for, they're not doing.
They're not doing, okay. And it is, and so that's what I'm looking at here, this excessive growth?
Yeah,
here?
so I can't really go too far into it, so just, that's as far as we could've got.
All
Well, I
right,
could've
based on
done.
your observations, do you believe that the conditions back there constitute a threat to the health, safety, and welfare of the city of West Palm Beach?
Yes, I do.
And because it's habitat for vermin?
Yes, sir.
Have you spoken to this property owner?
Yes, I have.
Nathaniel Dougherty?
Yes, I have. He's actually wheelchair bound, so that's another, issue that's presented itself in all of this. So that's why we're trying to get everybody to do their part, so, because he
But
said
he has not indicated a willingness at this time to remove the overgrowth?
he says he can't do it until everyone else does their part. But like I mentioned before, some have, some haven't. We can't control on who's gonna do it or not do it. Like we tell them, if they can't get it done, then the city has to step in to do it.
All right, in case CE 210600053, I make the following findings of fact and law. I find notice is sufficient. I find the property in violation of 18106A, 18106B, 18215B, 744C4, and 744C5. Respondent, I make further finding that said violations constitute a threat to the health, safety, and welfare of the city of West Palm Beach. Respondent has 20 days to bring the property in compliance, or the city is authorized to enter the property and abate.
Agenda item number 60, case number CE 21060061, case address 1401 North Tamarind Avenue.
Cassandra St. Hilaire, Code Enforcement with the City of West Palm Beach. This property was cited June 7th. Certified mail was sent out June 10th. The property, actually, the notice was hand-delivered to the property manager. Property was cited for 18116A, 18116B, 18215B, 74-4A3, 74-4C4, 74-4C5, 9442B 2-2, 9442B 2-5, and 408D-5. At this time, the property has complied with all code sections except 94408D-5. The city is requesting an additional 60 days or $200 per day until compliance is achieved. This is from just the last property that we just spoke about, just to kind of show you what we're saying. They were also cited for the alleyway. They've done their section of it. So that's why a majority of this is complied with.
Cassandra, was City Hall posted?
Yes, ma'am. No, it was hand-delivered. As well as certified mail was sent out. I personally delivered the notice to them. Yeah, I gave it to him.
Is that a picture of you handing the notice?
Yeah, I always do that just in case. Yeah, so I made sure they personally got, I was gonna post it and then
So you're going with actual notice?
Yes. So the only thing that's left is the signage, the excessive signage that he has on all the windows. You only allow 25% coverage on the windows. And he
So it
has
seems like this person's been working with the city on these.
Yes,
huh?
they are.
Is 60 days a sufficient amount of time for them to figure out this signage issue?
We're open to giving them more time if you think that's good.
Well, I generally like to give people time, the ones that are actually working with the city, to actually get it accomplished. So I want to make sure that we give this person the appropriate amount of time.
No, we're open to it. So whatever you want to, any extra time you want to give, that's fine.
How long does it take to get, I mean, they're not going to permit this. It just has to come down, right?
Yeah, I think the issue is, to be quite honest, as I spoke to him, was that I think that at this point those signs have become part of the window. So I'm pretty sure, like he said, they might actually have to change out the windows. Yeah,
because they've been there so long.
Yeah, so that's why I said we're open to giving more time if that's necessary. We're not against
Let's
that.
give them 90 days.
That's fine.
All right, in case CE 21060061, to make the following findings of fact and law, if I notice sufficient, I find the property in violation of 94408D5. Respondent has 90 days to bring the property in compliance, or what was the fine you were looking for here?
200.
Or a fine of up to $200 per day, Mish.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 61, case number CE 21060086, case address 1013 13th Street.
Cassandra St. Hilaire, Code Enforcement with the City of West Palm Beach. This property was cited on June 8th. Certified mail was sent out June 9th. The property and City Hall were posted June 9th. I've had no contact with the property owner. Property was cited for 1816A, 1816B, 18215B, 74-4C4, and 74-4C5. At this time, the city is requesting an additional 20 days or abate. And Special Magistrate, this property is actually neighbors to the lot 1016 14th Street, and their alleyway is also overgrown. So
I'm sorry, I was looking at the code. Can you say that again?
I'm so sorry. So just like the 1016 14th Street, when I was discussing the alleyway as to.
Oh, this is another alleyway
This is,
case?
yeah, the neighboring property to his.
And you can testify that the portion that they're responsible for has excessive growth and clean and sanitary and
Yes, sir.
on all of these issues that you've cited here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I assume you want to give them the same 20 days or abatement?
Yes, sir.
All right, in case CE 21060086, and you said you did post the property and the city hall?
Yes, sir.
And certified mail?
Yes.
Okay. I find the property in violation of all the listed code sections. Respondent shall bring the property in compliance within 20 days, or the city can abate.
Agenda item number 62, case number CE 21060208, case address 1455 North Mangonia Circle has complied. Agenda item number 64, case number CE 21070083, case address 619 14th Street.
That should be complied, as well as the CE 210700084. Yes, 64 and 65 should be complied.
Agenda item number 65, case number CE 21070084, case address 611 14th Street has complied.
Okay. Are other matters at 11:30? All right, so let's adjourn till 11:30.